Today I'm cooking tangy risotto with chicken and tarragon. What we need is risotto rice, an onion, some chicken breast, stock cube, vegetable stock preferably, you could use chicken, a leek, some garlic cloves, some fresh tarragon, a lemon and some parmesan. While we are cutting the chicken, we're going to heat up some olive oil in a shallow frying pan. And just cut it into bite-sized chunks. I'm using organic chicken breast without the skin on. I think it's important to have good quality meat, even if you use a little bit less. So you can hear the oil sizzling away now. And we put the bite-sized chicken pieces onto the hot oil and fry them for a little while. Throw the chicken around a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on the chicken. So I've chopped up about 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to put half of them in with the chicken and save half for the risotto rice. Oh, and the leek, of course, and we forgot about the leek. Right. Chop the end off, slice it down the middle, wash it. Leek goes in with the chicken. And I'm going to stick the tarragon in there as well. Going to rip the leaves off and put quite a generous amount in with the chicken. Now we're going to squeeze in half the lemon as well. It's just cooking away nicely there. We're going to cover it up and leave it on the lowest heat possible. So we're going to boil some water for the stock. And while the water's boiling, I'm going to chop the onion up. That's our risotto base right here. Just onion, stock and rice. I don't like too much onion in my risotto, so for 2 people I'm just going to put in half a medium onion. You can put in a whole one if you like. Make sure you stir the chicken on a regular basis. So I'm just going to make up this whole jug full of vegetable stock. 1 stock cube in there. Like I said, chicken stock is good as well. Right, time to make the risotto. Some olive oil on the bottom of the pan, and then add the onion. We want it on a low heat because we don't want the onion to brown, we just want them to sort of soften up a little bit and get translucent. So now the chicken's browned, it's been cooking for maybe about 8 minutes, so we're going to turn the heat off and just leave it on the pan there. So keep stirring the stock so the stock cube completely disintegrates and then it's ready. Some people sort of keep the stock warm on a separate pan. I've never bothered doing this and my risotto is always turning out really nice, so I don't think that's necessary. So the onions have been cooking for about 2 minutes now and they're becoming translucent. So now we're going to add the risotto rice. I'm using arborio. About 100 grams per person. We're just stirring the rice into the onion and the oil. And in Italy, I was told to always stir it just one way so the rice doesn't break up. So I do try to do that. If you have some wine open, then white wine, especially with this one, then you can add in a glass now. I don't, so I'm just going to start adding the stock in. And it's just a little bit at a time. Little splash, stir it in. And I'm going to put in the rest of the tarragon leaves in here. You want to stir it a lot, but you don't need to stir it constantly. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I wouldn't go for more than a minute without stirring it. Once the water has evaporated, add in a little bit more stock. And when the stock has evaporated again, it's not really wet anymore, we add some more. I'm going to put the rest of the garlic in here with the rice. And it's evaporated again. So the risotto needs another 5 to 10 minutes I think now, and I've added in the chicken and leek mixture. So we're going to put in our last bit of stock. We add a bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to grate the parmesan. If you don't have parmesan and you have other hard cheese, then you can use that. I've made it before with cheddar and it was absolutely fine. We're going to squeeze in half a lemon. I want to taste the rice and see how hard it is. We're nearly there. If it's a little bit too hard, add a splash of water. You also want to see if it needs any more salt and pepper. So I'd say a little bit more pepper in here. And when all the water has evaporated and the rice is soft but not mushy, then it's ready. So we turn the heat off and we add the parmesan. Tangy risotto with chicken and tarragon.